Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. So today I want to talk about a topic that I've noticed has come up actually in the podcast that I have with Rob. If you guys don't follow us, we are at ttapodcast.com. You can find us on iTunes, you can find us on Stitcher, all of those good things. And it's a topic that's sort of come up the past couple of weeks in two different questions. One was a question of, do you know people who don't like Disney, and if you can't convert them, then like what do you do? And then the other topic was, finding other people who do like Disney. So it made me realize that there are a lot of people out there who probably do like Disney, and maybe you are friends with someone who doesn't, and you kind of want to get them into it because you think that they might be somebody who would enjoy it. They just haven't really been exposed. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what you can do to convert, I guess is the word that we would use, somebody into a Disney fan. And prefacing it with this, not everyone's gonna like Disney, and so you pick your battles, know who you're talking to. Not everyone's gonna like it, not everyone has to like it, but if you have a friend that you think would like it, or you start dating someone, you want to introduce them to your love of Disney or whatever it might be, I have a few tips on how to do that. So the first step, which I think is a step for any sort of thing that you are into, that you want to introduce someone to, is give them a little bit of your background of why you enjoy it. I feel like everyone has some sort of personal connection to a thing that they love, right? There's a reason why a certain hobby is a hobby, or a TV show is your favorite of all time, or you love going to Disney World, or any other number of things. So I think personally connecting it to yourself helps, because if this person is a friend, significant other, a family member, they obviously care about you too, right? So to hear it through the lens of you might help them understand why you love it and kind of get them started on the whole journey of Disney. So tell them the background of why you love Disney so much. When was the first time you went on a trip there? Who took you there? Was it family memories that made you really love it? Did you not discover it till you were an adult and maybe you've had a newfound love for the magic? Maybe you worked there in the college program and fell in love with it. Whatever your reasons are, whatever introduced you to Disney, tell that story to them and let them understand your personal connection to it, because they'll better understand why you love it instead of just being like, okay, Christine, you're just like this weird fanatic about this thing and I don't get it. Let them get it. Then the next thing to do is to appeal to what they like. So I've said this before, I think Disney World has an appeal to everybody, but a lot of people don't see it. They automatically think it's just, a place for kids, and I think that's a huge turnoff for a lot of people. So I think you need to appeal to their sensibilities and what they really enjoy. So if you have a friend who doesn't really like Disney or never really considered it, but goes to Six Flags all the time, then maybe you talk up Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster to them. If you have a friend who doesn't really care about theme parks, but really likes traveling to nice resorts, maybe likes theming, maybe likes that kind of stuff, then talk up the resort theming. Maybe show them photos of the Poly. Maybe show them the boardwalk and Disney Springs and how there's these other areas to explore. If they are a nightlife person, show them the new bars that are opening up, the new restaurants, all the cool places they can eat. Victoria and Albert's actually was just ranked second best restaurant in the world on TripAdvisor again. And if they're a foodie, maybe that's the way in. You say, look, don't poo-poo Disney. It's not just burgers and fries and all of that. Like, you can eat at really nice places, and here's where you can eat, and here's what people are saying about it, and here's why you'll enjoy it. Appeal to whatever aspect of Disney that you think that they will like based on what you already know about them, because they're gonna be more open to that. Like, you don't have to convince them, to love Mickey Mouse. You don't have to convince them to love fireworks and parades, but if they already do love a thing that's already present there, focus on that. And I think if you can convince somebody to take a trip, or possibly take a trip, make the planning like about them. You know, make it about the stuff that they want to do. Make it exciting for them, you know, in terms of the stuff that would appeal to them. The other important thing to do is like not be a commando tourer. I think a lot of people who go down to Disney a lot know exactly what they want to do, and they do it in exactly a certain order, and they, you know, want to do it quickly and get everything done, and you get excited because you have someone new and you want them to be able to see everything they possibly can in the time that you're there. But that again could be so overwhelming for people, and it can turn into a not so great vacation, especially if they're not the kind of person who likes to be go, go, go all the time. So don't worry about like, well, we have to get them on every single ride in every single park, or they're not really gonna fully experience it and understand it. Go with the flow, go with their own pace, make it more relaxing, make it more about them. Listen to, you know, where they want to eat and if they want to take a break and all of that, and kind of like, don't make it about you. You're the person who goes all the time, right? So you need to make this vacation as comfortable for them and as fun for them as possible, even if that means touring in a completely different way than you were used to. And then lastly, if none of that works, I mean, the thing to keep in mind is, like I said before, not everyone's gonna like Disney. You know, my fiance Peter doesn't really like it. He took the chance, he went down with me, and that's okay. Like, I accept that he doesn't like it, he accepts that I do. It's totally okay for us in our relationship, and so don't feel like, you know, your brother, your best friend, your girlfriend has to like Disney just because you do, because there are plenty of other things that you guys have in common. So it doesn't have to be one of them. And I know it could be a little disappointing, especially if like you really care about this person, you really wanted them to go and experience it. But I think accepting when you're getting resistance and like that this probably isn't for them is the best thing for you in your relationship with that person. So anyway, there's a few tips on how to maybe kind of convince some people to get into Disney World. If you have any tips of what's worked for you, maybe you have a friend or someone else who was like kind of on the fence about it and now is kind of into it, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to hear that. If you like this video, then like it. If you like me, then you should subscribe. I put out videos every week. And that's pretty much it, you guys. So I'll catch you later. Bye.